comedy venture. He's driving around the country. Him and a couple of buddies just telling jokes. Oh, sometimes funny things happen, and that's why I do this show. Amy asked me lots of questions, but mostly if I got laid. Biggie's comedy venture. It's Biggie's comedy venture. Biggie's comedy venture. Biggie's comedy venture.
I guess now would be the time. I didn't give you a signal or whatever. I didn't
expect that you would.
Yeah, I really thought I should actually come up with a new, even though there's a song there, I thought I should come up with an actual intro, but I didn't write one out yet. Anyway, whatever. Here we are, Biggie Comedy Venture, back after a week off. Hello, Amy.
Hello, it's Madam Precinct Delegate to you, but
right,
yes,
right.
Hello.
I forgot, I should have pulled up the Hail to the Chief.
Hail to the Chief,
yeah.
yes.
We have an elected official amongst us.
Yeah,
Mike.
very good.
Yes.
Politically elected.
People actually voted for me in an election.
That didn't know you.
That didn't know me.
Right.
Yeah, 150 people voted for me. That's kind of crazy.
How did you find out that you won?
So they posted the results on the Wayne County Clerk's website, but then within 7 days of the election, the county clerk will send you a letter in the mail. So I'm just waiting for that letter.
I just expect a call. Like, I know it's a small, small
Like my opponents did not call and congratulate me or concessions. Yeah, they didn't concede yet, so maybe they're challenging.
When exactly did you find out it was official?
Like yesterday.
You're not worried about a recount?
No. I think we're good. Yeah,
they had to count all the votes and then get back to you a couple days later.
Right, exactly. Yeah, which is funny because you're standing there and you put it into a machine that is reading it.
Yeah.
It is interesting though when you know somebody that's in a really small.
It's the smallest.
But you feel more powerful today.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know exactly how many people voted in your election.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Like this is not just one of these things where it's 10,000, 100,000. I mean, how many people voted in the end?
So there was 768, but you had to vote for either a Democrat or Republican Party. So
gotcha.
768 people didn't necessarily vote on the Republican ticket.
How many votes did you get?
I got 150. Yeah, 150.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's really crazy.
That's cool.
So, I mean, you think maybe
you could do great in politics. You'd be.
I don't know that I do well on the.
I think she'd get bogged down with the stuff more than you realize. Probably.
No. Amy's very, very smart. You know what I mean? Like
I just
being
feel
able
like nothing would get done.
But yeah, no, probably not. But you'd be like that new wave of young Republican leaders that they hate.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, they say if you want to get involved in politics, this is the place to start. It's like the easiest way to get involved. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're pretty much guaranteed to win. Most people run unopposed. My precinct has 2 delegates for the Republican side, and there were 3 of us. So one person was going to lose. So I was like, and I didn't do any campaign. Like Patty was like, you should talk to people in your neighborhood. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just go based off the fact I'm the only one.
What would you say to them? What would you say to them that you're running for? And then you'd have to explain what that is.
Well, so then it was funny because I was walking to vote because it's at the elementary school by my house. So I was walking to vote that morning and I saw my neighbor 2 doors down. He was outside and he was going to work. And I almost said, hey, if you're going to go vote today, vote for me but then I was like, then I'm going to have to say I'm on the Republican side.
Yeah.
I'm the Republican delegate. Maybe he's some flaming liberal and now he's going to hate me. And I was just like, I don't even know. And so I just kept walking.
I certainly would have at least gone to a neighborhood over. I wouldn't go to your exact immediate neighbors.
Yeah.
Because then you're right. Then they find out what you are.
It worked out anyway.
My neighbor that has the, in this house we believe in blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Those signs and BLM.
Oh my God!
I don't know that they would have voted for me.
Holy shit! I swear she has it just to piss me off when I go visit.
Yeah,
it's like this house believes in trans rights, BLM's right, and I'm
science,
like,
and
every time I pick her up for something, it's like nice sign, asshole. She's like, fuck off.
But I will say, I actually did write this up, but I'm going to read it anyway. This is the Big E Comedy Venture Podcast, a show dedicated to my goal of performing stand-up comedy at least once at least once in all 50 states throughout 2022. Unfortunately, half the way through my trip, I broke. See, I'm doing I am doing what I was going to bring up first after this, and that's how fast I talk.
Yeah.
I talk so fucking fast. Unfortunately, halfway through my trip, I broke my shoulder and had to come home so I could take some time to heal. And now, for now, my friend Amy and I will continue doing episodes, Mike Walters, of course, when he's here, sharing thoughts and stories from my life until I hit the road again in September.
How many commas were in there?
Let's see what we get. There were periods in here. There were periods.
Do you want me to read the right spot?
Want me to read? Okay, here's what I have. This is the Big E Comedy Venture podcast, period.
Okay.
A show dedicated to my goal of performing stand-up comedy at least once in all 50 states throughout 2022, period. Unfortunately, halfway through my... What's up?
Comma.
But here's my worry. See how long it goes after that. Is that okay?
No, but you put one after unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
comma.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Unfortunately, comma, halfway through my trip, I broke my shoulder and had to come home so I could take time to heal.
You would do comma, so I could. So before the word so.
Unfortunately, comma, halfway through my trip, I broke my shoulder and had to come home, comma.
Yeah.
So I would never fucking.
Or you could end it there and then say so, comma.
Yes.
You know what I've done is
I don't want to hear the rest of it. You're boring me already. You're boring the shit out.
Okay, so Mike will be familiar with this, being a radio guy, but when we did our show last time, it was the only show I've been back with that you didn't stop in, Mike, and help and sit in it for a little bit.
Was that last Friday?
Two Fridays ago.
Where was I? Was I?
We were going to do something after that, and I think you had physical therapy and probably whatever.
You were on the phone, I think, for a while when.
Oh, that's the other thing. There was some stuff going on,
merch
maybe with
something.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I remember thinking. I thought it went well. I thought that overall the topics were good. I remember laughing, feeling like I had fun. And I was like, I should listen to it, though, on the way home.
Ooh, check yourself.
I should listen to it on the way home. And, oh, my God. And I know I talk fast. I was so fucking fast. Yeah. And I was just like, I said to myself, like, I believe in the content. I believe that if I talked... Like, before I read that intro, tried to squeeze my intro in after, I thought we were talking a little more normal. I think that's because you were here. When you're here, you force me to talk a little more like I'm normal.
I hope so.
Nothing against you, Amy, but
I
think that when it's just you and me, I have this weirdness of like, I'm doing the thing, and I'm just talking, and I don't take a breath.
You're the talent.
Right. Yeah, right. For sure. But
no, it's easier to calm it down, and throw the ball around and then bring it back down. And if other people are talking calm, it forces you to calm down a little bit. It is what it is. But there's times when we're doing the regular show, and you're going a fucking million miles an hour, and it's like, dude, take a breath, hold on.
I think what it is what I determined is like it's so dumb. And when we talked about earlier, one of the episodes you were here, when we talked about how like how I'm not great in the moment at times, and it's like I try so hard yet I fail. I think that it's just like I'm so worried that I need to be doing it good, that I talk too fast. I don't know what it is.
You're just excited to get to the next part.
I know. I'm always so excited to say what I have to do next. Anyway,
the trick is just to be your authentic self.
Right, exactly.
As much
and
as you can.
are a brave hero.
The problem is that is my authentic self. That is my authentic self. As I talk.
Yeah, you are sort of a spaz. No doubt about it.
Oh my, spaz. Like on the Big E Comedy Venture podcast, we like to keep things a little more, inclusive.
Retarded spaz?
We don't like to say words like spaz on the show.
I'm not Lizzo, and I'm not Beyonce, so I'm going to say
Lizzo should
spaz.
never have apologized for that, but whatever.
Never.
But anyway, that's what I was going to start off with, is the fact that I was listening back to the episode that Amy and I had done last, and I was just like...
Would you deem it unlistenable?
It really bugged me driving home, because I thought that it
didn't stick out as that bad to me. But you know what? My best friend is the fastest talker. And all through college, no one can understand her except me. Yeah. I'm not fazed by fast talking. So, like, I get it. And it doesn't, like, stick out to me. But others might be like, holy fuck.
I'm not going to know. Here's what I would say. As far as unlistenable, I think if you know me from the Detroit cast, or TDC and stuff like that, I think you could get through it because you think that maybe you like me and the stories will be funny or something. if I'm being honest, and I played that episode for someone brand new, like, dude, I do a podcast.
Yeah.
I think it would be tough. I think I was talking very fast.
You're an acquired taste, Jesus. There's no way around it. But people that have fallen and really enjoy you, those people were reaching out in droves to me in the beginning going, get this guy off the microphone. They thought I was insane.
Having said that, I will, and that's funny. I hate to always we have this one very generous listener that I feel like I've mentioned her all the time, but she deserves it all the time because she gave another $15 to my Cash App this week, and that's solely a connection through Amy. She was not a TDC listener. So she seems to enjoy the show. But again, I think...
so what, you set up a Cash App? Why don't you tell people what it is?
I've been holding off on the Cash App and Venmo until I'm back on the road. It's just my name,
Why?
Eric.
I mean, you're still doing content.
Yeah, that's
Eric
true.
Fady.
Eric Fady. I'll just say Eric Fady. It's ERICFADIE, Venmo and Cash App. My thought process was I'm going to ask a lot of money once I'm on the road, and it seems more purposeful on the road than it does here, but I didn't want to bash people over the head during the summer.
But she's just blindly giving you money?
Yeah, almost every paycheck usually.
Yeah, she said every paycheck she throws.
We ended up sending her a hat
that
nice.
We didn't charge her for. I didn't charge her for because I'm like, dude.
And how do you know her?
I guess she followed you on Twitter back in the day before you were allowed on Twitter.
Before you were banned
Before I
for
got
life.
Donald Trump banned. Yeah.
You're even more impressive than that is O.J. Simpson blocked you.
Oh,
it's
I
just
know.
What a proud
I know.
one. I hope you have pictures of that still.
I do have pictures of that. Although if I'm ever allowed back on, my new account will be able to follow him. So
that's true.
You can back into.
That is so weird.
It's just so funny because so many people say shit to him that I didn't think it would be anything.
Yeah.
You know,
he physically looked at your whatever.
But honestly, I think he probably hates white blondes. I really think that.
Well,
I mean, you know,
he's
like,
kind of been
he is known to hurt them.
Yeah, I know. Like I got off easy in comparison. Yeah, I do remember what was said. It was he posted a video about how the NFL should not pay unvaccinated players who have to miss games because they got COVID. And so I said, some people are saying that that the NFL, that someone who was responsible for, I said responsible for because he was found responsible. I didn't say kill. I said some people are saying that someone who's responsible for the death of 2 people shouldn't receive an NFL pension, but here we are.
That's great.
And I mean, within 5 minutes, I was blocked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, and you had to get a screenshot
Had
of that
to.
before?
Oh, yeah. That was my proudest moment. Brian Stelter from CNN blocked me really early on. But when OJ, I was like, oh, this is a good one.
Yeah, that's
and I didn't even say, like, call him a killer or anything. Yeah. But honestly, he's probably like, I cannot get triggered by white blondes.
Yeah.
No, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know if it's as much that he hates white blondes, I wonder, from the killing, or is it that he's triggered at this point by white blondes because they...
Yeah.
But it's like...
He must have nightmares all the time. I mean, the scene that he left behind.
You know what's funny is also, and with some celebrities, when you say like he physically saw her Twitter, he is running that Twitter.
Yeah.
This is not somebody who's like maybe a band and like they have a social media person.
There's no doubt in my mind it was him.
Oh, 100% it's OJ.
So he's, I mean, because you follow
and maybe it was just,
picture was like,
I'd slit her throat if I could, but I can't, so I'm going to block her.
Block.
Closest thing I can get to cutting her head off.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I'm going to do.
So I don't know. Whatever. I'm getting back to just that listener and stuff. So that's something I realized, holy shit, like by doing this podcast without having really you be a host like I've had for 7 years or whatever, it's definitely made me come to appreciate it.
Yeah.
And realize what it, and like, unlistenable. Yeah, I would argue that it was maybe possibly unlistenable.
Yeah,
maybe not.
Let's try to prevent that going forward.
Yeah.
And release content that is listenable. So move the ball forward.
Yeah,
and get into what you're going to get into.
So when I was on my way up north, Amy messaged me as I was driving up, and you were here for this when it came up on whether I would be the idea of me doing a Billy Madison. Situation where...
How did we get there, by the way? Do you remember how that started?
It could have just been from me. Probably, you know what? It was joking from me doing that intro today. Probably you came down here, and I was talking about how there was that guy he talked about on the show, and he just didn't know where commas or periods went, so he just threw them in.
That's what it was, yes.
And I said, honestly...
It's the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
I just put them every few words. I just put a period.
And my claim was...
You're in college, dude.
Right. And my claim was...
and he was going to go to OCC and take like a grammar class.
Oh, yeah.
And we were like, OCC? Like, you need to go to first grade.
Yes, that's where... That's right. Which, by the way, I took to get my associates... that I didn't really care about. But I just thought after the internship ended with Drew and Mike, I just had like a few classes left, and I was trying to find a job anyway. So I thought, well, might as well finish this 2-year thing off, I guess. And so I did have to take an English class.
Oh, man.
And I passed, and here's the reason why. Like, I did try.
Yeah.
But I'm not good. And you just throw yourself in college. I'm 27, I think, at the time.
Yeah. It felt bad for you.
Look at what we just went through my thing, and you saw me not realizing where that comma goes and not realizing. So here's what happened. I wrote papers. I got grades.
You hand wrote them?
You typed them.
Okay.
No,
I was going to say,
please
don't say you
typed out papers.
You showed an actual professor your handwriting.
But at the end of the class, the teacher gave me a choice. Let us all write down, like, what do you think you deserve in this class?
A+ always. A+.
And no.
What do you think I deserve?
What do you think you deserve? And the reasoning. And I went with, I think, a C-. And I just said, and I was like, I've tried really hard. I know that
oh my God, that's brilliant. I know I stinks, but I tried my hardest.
And I was very honest. I think a C-.
Did she give you the C-?
I must have, because I passed the class.
Yeah.
So whatever she gave me. And I know they'll even actually at OCC, if you're not looking to move on, D's can get degrees. Like if you're not looking to move on to another, like a central or something, you can get a thing with a D minus or whatever, I guess technically. But I asked for a C-. And so like I took an English class and I don't know that I learned much. But
doesn't sound like it.
No.
So
she was like, look, he paid for the credits.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not just going to flush his $300 away.
Exactly.
Just give him the C-. He's not going into the English field.
And I'll get into the Billy Madison thing in a second, but I will say, any chance to tell this story, I graduated at OCC, and I'm sure I've told it on the Treycast, but I graduated at OCC, and I didn't care about my degree really or whatever. To me, it's like whatever. But my parents wanted me to go, and I did the thing. Like I did the graduation ceremony.
Like walked?
You
Yeah,
walked?
I walked. It was
For
at the
your
Palace.
associates?
Yeah. I knew if I went.
His parents were probably so proud.
Oh my God.
I actually did the finger guns when I got it, by the way.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
No, I knew. You know what for me it was? I knew if
I didn't even know they did that for an associate's degree.
No, I didn't either.
I thought they give you a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I knew if I went that we would go out to dinner and then I would like get a card with some money. That's why I went.
He's 27.
And actually, I will say this: another funny thing about
Did you get a card with money?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And then I will say another funny thing was they saved the physical therapist for last, and it turns out I had a buddy that was there for his like nephew was graduating, and he knew I was there, and we were texting each other, and literally the last class they did was physical, therapy guys. And before I could send a text to him, he's like, "Oh, they guys give hand jobs, special happy endings." It's like, what? How embarrassing to these people? They spend like 2 years really working to like.
Yeah.
Help people, right?
Yeah.
You and me are in physical therapy right now.
Yeah.
They could be those people. And all we thought about is like,
Train
Happy endings. Yeah, exactly.
hand job.
My guy is literally fisting my butt. Like literally. And I'm not
so
afraid.
bad.
I am not afraid or I'm not embarrassed. I want this man fisting my butt because he's that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's elbowing my butt and he's fisting my butt and he's fingering my butt and it's the greatest like
Yes.
pain ever.
Yes.
The opposite of George Costanza when he got his massage by a man, and he just was like,
horrified by
a man's gonna touch me.
No, I don't care. I want this man fisting my butt because
Yeah.
he's that good. Seriously.
Well, I mean, yeah, there you go. So see, but that guy is a serious dude, and he's helping you out.
a doctor.
And yet, all I could think about, and my buddy could think of, was like, oh, do those masseuses give hand jobs? And the other thing from that story, though, that I really was trying to get to is I was waiting in line to go out there, right? And they didn't really line us up alphabetically, but a guy came by and said, "Hey guys, you don't have to do it perfectly, but, it would help us out if you try to get yourself an alphabetical thing for when they call you. And then this guy's just trying to be a nice dude and make a little joke, whatever. And he goes, and if you don't like your last name, you can blame your parents. And this lady next to me.
That is a shit joke, by the way.
Oh, yeah. But again, just a dude trying to whatever, I guess.
Yeah, he failed.
Right. Well, he succeeded because then I got to hear this. And this lady next to me goes, not me. I could thank my dead ex-husband. Yelled this out.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, awesome. OCC, baby.
Yeah.
So anyway, Amy messaged me when I was driving up north, and she's like, I could not get this out of my head about the idea of you doing a Billy Madison situation. Like, we need to really try to see if we could, make this happen.
Yeah.
It would be so funny.
We know school teachers.
I know.
And so,
if we know, if anyone, maybe you'll have to talk about it on TDC, but if there's you need someone that's in the superintendent's office or something, because it would be good to just get buy-in on a district level and say okay, we'll allow you to go to these schools and whatever.
If you're willing to go to California, I know I have a good friend that's a superintendent of the Oakland Public Schools.
I think it'd be to be honest, I would say this. I would think this would be worthy, and I'm not one of these people, but I think that if you really did it right, it'd be worthy of full-on a show or something, like a reality show.
Well, you could talk to Jenny about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thought of. I've actually, when
the idea of a real life Billy Madison is hilarious.
Yeah, and when I was on the road with my buddies, I did we call him Alabama Joey, and he's the guy who took me out to California even the one time, and I stayed with him for a few days, and I did a spelling bee versus fucking 7-year-old kid and lost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So
guarantee you lost. You lost a hot dog eating contest to a second grade.
Right.
Yeah.
So I when we got back, when Amy was like, we're going to really talk about this, part of it was going to be legit trying to make a proposal and getting a hold of Jenny and be like, hey, what do you think of this? Do you think, because I think it could
I think it's
do
a good
something.
idea.
Should we call her?
If you want, I mean, shit.
Good.
Yeah. Okay.
Here, if you want to try it.
Yeah.
I mean, they could even be like I said, a homeschooling group,
Right, or
tutoring centers, or
well, to me,
something
Amy, if you even do it as a TV show, if you were to do it as a TV show, you could full on go and just literally rent out a tutor, and you could maybe have some other kids in a setting and the desk, and you do it all.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
Even if you hired
See if she'll
actor
pick up.
kids.
Yeah, she could be.
Oh, dude, she could be anywhere in the fucking world.
Yeah.
Helping the Ukrainians
She's
out.
available though.
But
how's the sexiest American man doing?
she's talking about me?
No, she's talking about me, Isis. He's doing wonderful. How's my sexy Russian bitch friend doing?
I'm good. Burning a candle at a couple ends, but it's all good.
Yeah. Hey, we're on the podcast right now. We're not on the Detroit Cast or TDC. We're on the Big E Comedy Venture. He's doing it out of the studio. Amy is here. Eric is here. And I'm here helping him out. And we wanted to run an idea by you.
Okay.
So we were talking about, it's kind of a long story, but tell me if there's any legs here. If we wanted to hook up Isis going to school, sort of Billy Madison style, start in first grade and spend a week in each class, do you think there's anything there that would be worthy of a television show?
Possibly. I mean, it depends what takes place in that school, and it depends even if you can get cameras into a school.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the harder part, to get a buy-in from a school, to get all the children to sign off that their kids are going to be on the show. And then the first thing is they're going to want to know what happens when he goes there.
Right. Yeah. It's a lot of work, Isis.
I will say, I was telling them, I think my thought would be I already am trying to think about it doing a podcast where I talk about if I could get someone to agree to it. But my thought, if it was maybe going down a TV show route, is that you would have to almost hire a tutor, I suppose, or an ex-teacher, and do a setup where it was maybe you auditioned, parents willing to have 5 or 10 kids in a setting.
Yeah.
And you would just do go through first grade, see if I could graduate first grade.
Right.
Through, whatever, high school, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
So, it's a fake school is what you're saying, set.
I think if you did it for a TV thing, that's probably how it would have to be. It would have to be.
Right, but, how long is a semester? Are people watching you the whole time you're in first grade, or how long does it take?
These are all questions.
Billy Madison was in each grade for a week, I think, or 2 weeks max.
Something like that. Yeah.
So it was like, can you pass the equivalency of passing first grade in a week? And so you're in the class. I don't know if have you ever seen Billy Madison, Jenny?
A long time ago.
Yeah. And so then it's like, okay, what's the equivalency of to pass second grade? You know, you need to know.
Okay, I mean, listen, the first question is, why do you want to do this?
That's a great question.
That is a good question.
He needs to get smarter.
That's the only number one question that should be asked.
Well,
I think I guess it'd be really funny. I'm trying to look for right now I'm doing this thing where I've been traveling around the country trying to do stand-up in all the 50 states in the year. And then I'm just always trying to look for maybe what would be next, something to kind of keep going, keep doing some, entertaining stuff, keep my...
So you want to challenge yourself by going to first grade?
Well, I mean, it's come up on the show that I maybe don't really know how to do quite a bit of skills. That
you should challenge yourself and the American public to take a test that like every immigrant like me takes to become an American citizen.
I just pulled up that test, Jenny. Literally, as we're sitting here, I pulled up the citizenship. It's 100 questions.
Oh, shit.
But I was like, I'm going to ask him some of these because I bet most citizens could not pass it.
No.
Yeah.
I think most Americans are going to fail that test.
For sure.
Anyways, you know what? There might be something there. I am in the midst of Detroit right now, and I'm going to get an ice cream for my child.
Oh, sorry.
Awesome.
But I'd be happy to entertain this thought once you flush it out more. Right?
Okay.
Like everything else, there's act 1, 2, and 3, then a show.
Yep.
So put it in some acts and give some scenarios of what would happen in an episode, and then we can look at it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jenny.
Okay.
Thank you for even picking up the phone, and let's have you come by next week or something when you're in town.
Yeah. I would love to.
Okay.
Absolutely. I've actually been thinking about it. I need to come and visit you.
Yeah. Anytime you want. Just let me know.
Okay.
Okay, Jen.
Good.
All right. I'll
Bye.
talk to you soon. Bye.
I love the idea of like, what is the purpose of the show? It's
a great question.
It is a good question. I don't know. I guess what it would be. That is a good question. From on my end, it's just because I think it'd be funny. I don't know if that's a purpose, though. That's not a purpose, I guess.
It would be funny if you were your normal self, because kids like you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're almost on a kid level.
Right.
And so, like, Sweet Pie loved you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to get down on that level. There's absolutely no fear that you're going to, like, finger a kid.
Yeah.
You know, or touch a kid inappropriately. Like, you're just not that guy.
No,
you really are kind of immature and silly like they are. And
I know. I actually have... It's weird. Like, I have had plenty of situations in my life where when I hang out with family situations or friends, like, I've done better hanging. I mean, I can hang out with those kids.
Yeah.
I can sit there and watch cartoons and just be and not be inappropriate. Like, not just the touching, but I mean, just my tongue.
Your language. You have to watch your language.
So I think I would say with I'm so glad she picked up, and it's nice of her to pick up. I will say we were at the very base. Like, me and Amy had not even sat down yet.
Yeah.
Like, originally, when we were going to get back, there would be a point where I thought we would sit down for a few times and then get a hold of her. Having said that, you calling her is helpful to me because she'll be a little more,
and she called me sexiest man in the mirror.
Yeah, so it worked out good for you.
I appreciate.
Do you want to do? I was originally going to have you guys ask me some really dumb. Do you want to do that instead?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. So, this is off of. So it has different sections, but this is just from the American government section.
And this is real. This is a legit, like a sample.
This is like a practice test.
I don't even want to hear these questions because I'm going to fail them all.
See, should you do this or should you do the 8th grade? I'm wondering.
These are pretty easy. The ones I'm going to ask you are pretty easy. You should get them.
No, I'm not saying it for that, but I'm saying like a lot of people. Okay, go ahead.
No, you'll get them.
I'll ask you questions.
Okay, that's fine.
Afterwards.
The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words?
We the people.
We the people.
Good job.
Yeah.
What do we call the first 10 amendments?
Bill of Rights.
Okay. How many amendments does the Constitution have?
Is it 20 some?
I'm gonna go with. Oh shit! She put her hand up.
27.
She put her head up, and I was gonna say 19, but I think it's more than that.
It is 27.
Good job.
Damn.
Hey.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm going to call this a day.
Right. Yeah.
What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence?
And freedom of speech, freedom of freedom of speech, freedom of the press.
So this says life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness.
And the Declaration. Oh, I was thinking of the Bill of Rights.
Yes.
Declaration. You're right.
Yep.
Fuck, you got me on that one. I'll admit, I thought you said Bill of Rights.
Gotta listen to the question.
You're right. My fault.
What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful?
Ooh, the checks and balance system.
Good job.
Or does it anymore?
No, that's good.
No,
yeah,
no.
right.
I mean, it's supposed to.
How many U.S. senators are there?
Oh my God. The senators. It must be the state. It's got to be the state thing.
State?
So 50, 100, 2 times 50. Wait a minute. So there's 50
Too
states.
much time.
50 states. So what? So just 100?
Correct. Good job.
You're multiplying by 2.
I mean,
For
seriously.
some reason, I thought 52 states for a second. I don't know why.
Sure.
By the way, the only reason I realized that is because it couldn't be the other one, because I know it's not, the other one's changing all the time. So,
If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president?
Speaker of the House.
Good job. Let's see here. Okay. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens?
Responsibility? See, I'm wondering if this is, I know they talk about to question, like there is something in there, but I don't know if that was from one of those papers or if it's actually in the Constitution. Because I don't think voting, I'll say voting, but I don't think it is voting.
Voting and serving on a jury.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I was flummoxed. I was like, not be a dick to your neighbor? Like, I don't know. What is our responsibility? Yeah.
Because there is, in one of those back in the day when you had like those like fucking Thomas Paine or some shit, they wrote in those pamphlets before the Constitution, there is something about that you're supposed to stand up to the government if you think they're being wrong.
I bet you would ace the American history portion.
I'd probably be pretty decent at it.
Yeah.
Why did colonists fight the British?
Well, you know what's funny looking back on it, the taxation thing, I know, but it's like looking back, I will say that I love America. I really do. I think that the Constitution is one of the best documents ever out there. There's a lot of stuff to that to me that's a lot of people like, hey, we got our own place over here and we're being protected. And all of a sudden now you're going to make us pay for that a lot more. That's kind of bullshit. Like, I think there's some of it to me that's a little bratty. A little millennial.
Is this when we threw Boston's tea?
Yes.
Yeah.
That does stem from that.
Yeah.
Name 3 of the original 13 states.
The colonies, if you will.
Yes.
You know, Boston,
Virginia,
yeah.
Boston is not a state.
Oh, Massachusetts,
Okay.
Massachusetts, Virginia, one of the Carolina, I guess.
Okay. Good job.
You're gonna be sworn in as an American citizen.
Right. I'm gonna be
Seriously.
American any day now.
What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803?
1803. I don't think that was the Louisiana Purchase, was it?
I was gonna say Louisiana Purchase. God
Yeah.
damn it! Is
Was it really?
Yeah.
I honestly didn't think that was it.
I would not have known that.
I thought.
Oh, I thought I'm gonna sound stupid if I say Louisiana
It
Purchase.
seemed like the obvious answer,
you know?
Because don't you think like we wouldn't know any other one really?
Yeah.
Like by name, so it seemed like too obvious.
Who was the president during World War I?
Oh fuck! Oh man, what is that? One of the fucking Roosevelts or something? No, Eisenhower.
Woodrow Wilson.
Fuck.
Roosevelt was during World War II.
Okay, well, half right. I think that's partial credit.
Yeah. At least you didn't say Winston Churchill.
Right? Yeah, right. Yeah, Jefferson Davis.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick one more here. Let's see.
Because I might get like some kindergarten questions. I think, or
Yep.
some shit.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more
That'll
off
be
of
good.
this. Let's see.
The citizenship is tougher than I think.
You're doing really well on this.
Yeah,
I
you
know
really
this
are.
is kind of in your wheelhouse a little bit.
No, my parent. I tell you, my American history. I know things slip past you once you stop practicing. Paying attention.
Yeah.
But for sure, my parents taking me. I mean, I've been to Lexington and Concord, where the Revolutionary War started. I've been to Gettysburg several times. I've been to these places.
Yeah.
So it helps so much for sure. And that's something God, when you're a kid, I wish I could go back. The idea that I sat there for
Yeah.
2 weeks, my parents would be taking us
I know.
around, and we'd be
So
doing all
boring then, though.
Yeah.
So boring.
Just boring. You want ice cream.
Right. I wanted to go to fucking
do fun
Disneyland or
shit.
World
Yeah.
or whatever and stuff.
Yeah.
But I look at it now and I think how cool it was.
Yeah.
That I got to see, like I said, so many of these places, and it did hammer home what that was. And I think it did give me a bigger appreciation for the country, though, too.
Yeah.
Really seeing where this stuff happened and
physically being there.
Yeah.
What year was the Constitution written?
1776.
No, it's got to be. When was it actually? Yeah, I'm going to say you're right. I think because it was ratified. I mean, it's either 1775 or 76. I mean,
It's 1787.
1787.
Really? Son of a bitch.
Oh,
What do we
shit.
do for the first
1776 is the Declaration of Independence, right?
Correct,
And
yes.
damn it, that's post
That's
the
bullshit.
war.
That's bullshit.
All
I feel
I'm
like I've been
saying is,
tricked.
if you went through your immigration recently, you are a better American than most of us.
Most of us, yeah.
You're right, because you know what gets you is 1776 is the Declaration of Independence,
That was a
and then the
trick
war
one.
happens.
Trick question to end.
I was watching a video recently. Some guy, I think it just popped up on YouTube or Facebook videos.
Mm-hmm.
One of those, and some guy was interviewing like millennials.
Oh, yeah.
And asking them.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
They're so
dumb-
stupid.
and it's like I
Yes.
can't even give you the depths of stupidity like at all about
Yes.
like
It'll be like, what
is
year did-
July 4th?
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like I don't know.
Yeah.
And
You know what though? On their part, I'm not even being facetious. Is that really taught? Like, what is taught in American history anymore?
It'd be
I
interesting to
honestly
sit
don't-
through a history
I'd be
class.
interested-
bet
I
the
sat
propaganda bullshit.
with Marshall in Arizona when he had to do his class. You just got to pay attention.
What
make
grade
sure
is he? Is second?
No,
third,
this is
or-
first.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, they're really there was not propagandizing there at all.
Oh, it was
This
still
is
kinda like-
Arizona, but it was just like, here's why Thanksgiving is July 4th.
What did they say about
Independence
that? Do you
Day,
remember
and why
what
fireworks?
they said about Thanksgiving? I mean, was it?
It was a shit program. I don't remember.
Okay.
but it was like, okay, I'm looking for like Donald Trump is Hitler.
Yeah, yeah.
True or false? You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
but it wasn't. It kind of stuck to the narrative.
That's good.
Yeah. at
It'd be
least-
interesting to sit in like a high school.
high school would be where
civics
you
class
really
these
see.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even think they teach civics.
Yeah, probably.
I honestly, I don't.
It's
I don't
probably
think they
too
do.
offensive.
And real quick, right before you get these questions, I will say they reminded me of these trips we was going on. Right before we went on one of those 2-week trips, dude, we'd found out through a news or something that someone had won a scratch off lottery ticket and they'd thrown it away, like a big winner, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, I won a big one and I threw it. And me and my brother, dude, for the entire 2 weeks of this trip, picked up every lottery ticket off the fucking. We're going through trash cans, going through the fucking the gutter,
Yeah.
and picking them up. And I don't. We kept them though. I don't know why we didn't just look and say, no, this is a lost one. Okay, I don't know if our mind we thought like we gotta keep it so we make sure it's out of the circulation.
Jesus.
But we for 2 weeks we
Did
picked.
you find the winner?
No, we never found a winner. We never found a winner.
that was
as
when you
far as
would
I
jack
know.
off in the van.
Infamously. I think that only but I think that only happened like once. By the way,
It only
I mean,
needs to happen once
Yes.
for it to be a problem.
One
Well,
time too
yeah,
many.
sure.
All right,
Okay.
I've got this is general knowledge. Okay, so it could be pop culture, it could be government,
And
it
this
could
is
be
you said for who?
easy. It just says
Oh no! So it just says easy. This is where I could be in trouble.
who was the first president of the United
Okay,
States?
Washington,
Okay, where's the Taj Mahal?
India.
Very good, Agra, India. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Oh, the Mona Lisa. Phew, is that that's? It's not Da Vinci, I don't think. Oh, I'll say
Yeah.
Da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Okay.
You guessed it, that one.
No, I was
He was
thinking
thinking Picasso for
between
sure.
it was between Picasso, Michelangelo, and Da Vinci. That's the only
The
one.
Mona Lisa, there's nothing like Picasso.
I hear the Mona Lisa fucking sucks.
It
to go
does
see.
suck.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
does.
Like
yeah.
it's a long fucking line.
I feel like I could paint it.
yeah.
Have you been there?
Yeah, I think I did see it.
Where is
Really?
it? Where is
Legit?
it housed?
I know it's in Italy somewhere, right?
I thought it was at the
Rome?
Louvre, isn't it?
Oh no, you're right. The Louvre. Where is that though?
I
That's
thought
not in
the-
Italy.
Oh, maybe it is. I thought it was in France.
Oh, I think you're right. I
Yeah.
think
No,
you're right.
maybe I haven't seen. I've seen a couple famous ones that are shit too.
Yeah.
Maybe in New York at the Met or the Guggenheim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've been to both of those.
Yeah, I'm looking up. But I'm
Is
sure
that
you're
what
right.
it is? The Guggenheim? Is
Yeah.
the Guggenheim in New York?
I think so, yeah.
Right
Yep.
next to Central Park?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're right. Paris, duh. I thought
The Louvre.
I mean, I
Is
would've
that
thought-
where it's at, though?
Yeah, Paris.
Okay.
Yeah, the Louvre I knew was right. I just
All right.
Okay.
Quit stalling.
yeah.
How many colors are there in a rainbow?
5,
No.
7.
7.
Oh,
Can you name them?
man, the colors in a rainbow. Red. Do you know what they are for 100%? Okay, red, yellow, blue, white. I don't think purple is though. Purple. That's only 5.
Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Okay.
Roy G. Biv.
Roy G.
Nice.
Biv.
I did not know that. I would have
Yeah.
failed that test miserably. That's why I'm not taking the test.
Well, I do have a higher IQ than you, Mike.
You do. I know. I give that to you. What do you measure with a thermometer?
The temperature?
Yeah.
I mean, like, these are almost like it's tough because it can be
Which is the fastest land animal?
cheetah.
Yeah. What is the biggest planet in the solar system?
Saturn?
Nope.
It's not.
It's definitely not Pluto.
Jupiter?
Jupiter. Yeah. How many chambers are there in the human heart?
Oh, jeez, dude. Fuck. 2.
4.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say 4, so I will say that.
What is the most populous country in the world?
It's gotta be an Asian country, I guess. I feel like.
It's a coin toss for me between 2.
India, I feel like.
Right, that's the other.
Yeah.
Is India a country or a continent?
India?
India's a country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Africa's a continent.
Yeah. Asia is a continent.
Yeah. Actually, the answer's China.
I was gonna go.
That'd be my
That's the
second
coin.
guess.
That's the
Yeah.
coin toss.
Yeah.
I will say I was gonna go an Asian country, but I don't know which one I would have said.
Yeah.
Why does one always see lightning before sound?
Because light is much faster than sound.
How many years has the Earth been in existence?
3,000 or something, right? Or
13 billion.
what did they say? I mean, what is the answer?
4 billion years.
Well, how did they?
4 billion?
How do they know that?
That's
They
when
don't.
the Big Bang happened.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm assuming.
the Big Bang.
Name the smallest country in the world.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Sort of a trick question.
I feel like it's like Zanzibar.
Yeah, right. That'd be some fucking.
It's not Zanzibar.
Sort
You're going to kick yourself when I tell you the answer.
sort of a trick question. Cuba.
Vatican City.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
yes,
You know,
yes.
I have heard that at some point, but I
Yeah.
don't remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What country is both an island and a continent?
Australia.
Good job.
Wow, good job. All right, name the primary colors. You smart son of a bitch.
The prime. I remember the primary colors. Oh, fuck.
There's only 3 of them.
I know. White, black, and yellow.
Wow, you fucking failed that hard. Red, yellow, and blue.
Actually, isn't black not a color? Or white?
Yeah.
Neither is white.
You know, the reason I went with those is I actually thought that they weren't colors, but I thought maybe there was some. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
You are something. Okay, let me find one here.
This I actually feel okay about most of this.
Yeah, you're doing better than I thought.
What does USB stand for?
Oh my God, the USB port that we all.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Ultra.
Super
You're right.
badass.
USB ultra.
You know?
No.
Ultra super beam.
No.
A USB port that we all use every day, all the time now.
Fuck, I don't know.
Uni-
Universal?
Oh, it wasn't gonna be ultra, by the way. That was dumb.
Yeah, it was.
Really
Really dumb.
Universal. You knew it.
Mama?
Universal Serial Bus.
Oh, I never would have got that.
No.
Nope.
Yep.
Not in a million years.
I would not have gotten that either.
I don't know.
What are the 3 different states of matter?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now you're getting into some shit. See, this is
This
the
is
shit.
5th grader.
See,
This is
and
fifth
that's my
grade.
point. And that's my point. This is the stuff. What's the point of it? Like, I think it would be funny. I think it'd be entertaining to watch me try to go through this stuff. 5th grade shit.
Yeah, that's why they had that whole show.
Yeah.
Are you
You're
smarter than a 5th grader?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it was like, I felt like an idiot because
Yes.
they were way smarter than me.
Exactly. And I think I could make it entertaining. Fuck, that's 5th grade shit. I remember like learning it. Okay, what is it again?
What are the 3 different states of matter?
Liquid, solid, and gas.
Good job, Easus.
Nice.
SpongeBob SquarePants lives in which fruit?
He lives in a pineapple under the sea. Can't bring the rest of the song. Oh my god. Well, it's funny. These guys are just sitting there staring at their
What
phones.
week in Superman?
Oh, kryptonite. You know, learn that from TV and movies, I guess.
How long should you wash your hands with soap to get rid of germs?
Well, didn't we all learn this in 2020? I don't know however long the happy birthday song was twice. Remember that's what we were all told?
yeah.
We were all told happy birthday, sing
At
happy
least
birthday
20
twice.
seconds.
20 seconds, yeah. I was full on it for a while doing it too.
This one keeps popping up on a lot of websites. What are the animals without backbones called?
Oh, shit. That's a good question. Oh, fuck. So there's mammals, and then there's the other things, but the ones without backbones.
Talking about like jellyfish?
Yeah.
God, this is actually bugging me because I actually think
Very simple.
I know it, but I can't. Fuck, just say it.
Invertebrates.
God damn it!
Invertebrate.
That one pisses me off.
All right, Isis, which month has 28 days?
Is it February?
No, they all have 28 days.
Oh, shit. Dude, no, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
There's months that have 30 days.
But they still have
But they
28.
still have 28.
What do you mean?
If you have to have the 28th day to get to the 30th day.
Oh, well, that's okay. Well, okay.
See, that's an important part of quizzes, E. You have to read the question.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
The
that.
easy answer is February, right?
Yes.
That's the simple one. If it seems that simple,
Right. That's a good point.
Name the only continent in which spiders don't exist.
what?
Where is this continent? I want to move there.
Well, guess.
Antarctica?
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
good
maybe I don't want
call.
to move there. It's
All
cold.
right. What is a group of crows called?
Murder.
Murder. Jesus.
Learned that
is
from The
just-
Simpsons.
Oh, he's not going to get this one. What do we call the words which describe a noun?
Oh, like an adjective, or a right?
What was it?
Pronoun, adjective. What did you say?
What was it?
What was the question? What was the question? Again?
What do we call words that describe a noun?
An adjective.
Good job.
I think I know the words. I just don't know. I don't know. Where's my mind going?
Do you know where Machu Picchu is located?
Oh. Is it an island? Somewhere?
It's in a country in South America.
Gotcha.
Mexico.
What's your answer? Country in South America.
Oh, now I got to name a country in South America.
This is where Machu Picchu is. He looks burnt.
Yeah. Brazil?
That no, Peru.
Cuba? Okay.
Peru. Okay.
Peru. There you go.
Yeah, these are okay, hard trivia questions.
Oh, Jesus.
Who is the king of Greek gods?
Zeus?
Yeah.
I was gonna say that or Apollo.
Dude, take a knee now.
Yeah,
Take a knee.
seriously.
We've gone 50 minutes.
Yeah,
Yep,
Take
yep,
a knee
yep.
now.
You did
Yeah,
good,
that's it.
No
What was-
wonder he
all right.
tested so high on his IQ test.
Yeah, right?
I have some.
I do have one more
weirdly
question.
dumb-
I want to know if either of you know this. What was the first toy to be advertised on television?
The Slinky
Oh, that's a great guess, but it's wrong.
yo-yo.
No, another great guess.
Man.
It's in 1952. It's put
Cup
out
and
by
ball?
No,
Jax.
Mr. Potato Head by Hasbro.
Oh.
You know my first answer
And when was that done?
1952.
70 years later.
My
Dave.
first answer was going to be that the
Outlawed
infamous ball that's named after that the Super Bowl was named after, but I thought, well, that couldn't have been the first toy that was, you know what I mean?
The
Like,
what?
it couldn't, the ball that like that the Super Bowl is named after.
Super Bowl.
Oh. You don't know that?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
There's like a story of some
guy.
guy. They were going to try to come up with a name because they're just like the AFC, NFC were playing each other, and they're like, we don't want to just call it the championship game or something. And some guy had a kid that had like this ball, and Super Bowl, and he's like, oh, what was a Super Bowl? Something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, there you go. I kind of did better than I guess I thought I was going to do.
Now we should, at the next one, we should pull up like high school questions. And
my God.
then that would be a real
I mean, those
shit
were
show.
already, there was questions there that like the mass, when you asked, you know, what is the 3 forms of matter or whatever it was, something like that.
And you know where I'd be really bad is like units of measurement, like how many
milliliters.
That I would be so bad at that.
Well, we don't do anything in, you know, I would say, by the way,
yards.
Not
yards
to get
is the only one I'd get.
Yeah.
Not to get
football.
I'm not going to go past that, go to this at this point. But honestly, if people looked past like their American kind of how we were taught, we would just be taught like, what is that?
The
metric system from the beginning. I really believe that. It really is easier.
What's our system called? Metric
American?
American.
No. Shit, someone's on this computer right now. On this computer.
Oh, he's trying to post our show.
So I can't. We'll look. Do that, and then we'll be done. But look up what our thing. But I'm just saying, like,
drawing a blank.
It really is like it's in.
Yeah, they are.
It's in like 10.
We should have wrapped this up 5 minutes ago when we weren't idiots.
I agree. But like the metric system is like, you know, easy. It's in 10, all of 10s, right? 10, 100. Or whatever.
Or whatever is right.
Or whatever.
I have no idea, dude. I don't mess with that system at all.
I'm just saying. I think probably realistically we should have been just taught it from the beginning. But whatever.
Oh wait. Oh, it's imperial versus metric.
Okay.
Right. Well, there you go.
We
right
use
there.
imperial.
Yeah, that's racist for one, probably.
Sounds like it.
We are one of the few countries that still uses it.
Not a shock. I don't think. I really believe the problem is.
Well, we're the best, so.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
We are.
I know. But I think that we should be taught the metric system from the beginning. I'll take that stand.
On that note.
This will conclude this week's episode.
On that
of
controversial stance.
Right. Ending on the take on the metric system versus imperial system of measurement, which is what the Biggie Comedy Venture podcast is known for. I do want to say for the people listening, I really appreciate the numbers are still really going up. I really do appreciate you guys that are listening. And we'll be back next week. I got like 4 weeks till I'm back on the road. So I'm probably going to start talking about some of my plans because the trip is coming together, the second part of it. So, all right, that will be it for this week. Thank you so much. See you.